Hey everyone, this is my Patreon proud reaction to the first episode of Mondaiji-tachi ga Isekai kara Kuru Sou Desu. And this is a Patreon proud reaction, which just means it was requested by a Patreon supporter. And the show itself, I don't know a huge amount about it. I know it's an Isekai anime, because that's mentioned in the title. I know there are problem children for the same reason, and I know there's a bunny girl, because that sort of thing wouldn't escape my vision. And aside from that, yeah, I'm not really sure what to expect, you know? I mean, I guess we do technically have some genres we could look at, like comedy and fantasy and stuff like that, so I imagine it'll just be, you know, isekai sort of shenanigans. We go to a different world, we learn about how it works, and then we break the system. That's kind of how I imagine it. That's kind of how these things usually go. I've watched my fair share of isekai anime in my day, so I'm pretty eager to get into this one. Hopefully we can have some fun with it. Now, before I get into it though, I do need to kind of explain how I do things. I do not show the anime footage and stuff in the reaction video because I dislike getting copyright strikes. And as a result, if you want the best experience, you'll want to grab your own copy of the show and sync it up with my reaction. The version of the show that I'm watching is the FFF fan subbed version, so that would probably be the best one to grab. All I will show you in the video is my face, the timer, the timer, and the subtitles from the show down there, which you could use for the syncing up process. But yeah, with all that said, let's just get into the episode. All right, I'm about to start it in 3, 2, 1, play. And yep, everything should be going. I think we have our first problem child here. You might just get your wish. The problem is nobody would buy it. Okay, we already have bullying. We're not even 30 seconds in. That might be a new record. So just punks over here. Are you gonna get involved in that? Maybe beat them up? Maybe run them over with a truck so they get isekai'd? What did this man do to you people? Seriously, this seems like an overreaction, regardless of what he could have possibly have done to piss you off. Okay, oh wow. He is a holy shit. He is a strong one. He hasn't even been isekai yet, has he? And yet he already has seemingly superpowers. I guess he just might be a baseball player. I don't know. But yeah, just get your pants back up, man. Well, did that do anything for your boredom? Well, I guess I resolved that. And then the boredom comes back, yeah. He's a hard man to please. Invitation to the next world? Is that how he's gonna go to the isekai, just not by a truck, but just a casual invitation? Was she invited too? She doesn't really look like a problem child, but looks can be deceiving. So she's a rich girl. It probably just magically got there. Don't worry about it. Oh, does she have... Okay, apparently our cat already has superpowers. That's interesting. That's actually quite interesting. As a last character, I could have just believed that was some good old baseball skill, but it seems that they actually have powers. Like, already. Her interest has been piqued, and our next problem child? I assume we'll have at least 3. Yep, our next one. She seems quite nice. She has, like, nature around her. Kitty cat delivery. That's how she gets hers. Where do I sign up for that delivery service? Koskabe? I couldn't quite read that, but I guess it's her name. Wow, that's a cute cat. Okay, possessing extraordinary talents. I got about that far. So, special people are invited. Okay, yeah, we're just straight up getting teleported. All together. That poor cat. The cat came along too. Does the cat have a talent? Was he worthy to come? Yeah, that poor cat. Good thing cats land on their feet. Oh no, water. Oh no, I already felt kind of bad for the cat and it just got so much worse. So, is everyone okay? I'm mostly talking about the cat. Bunny girl! I see the bunny girl. More importantly, I see a wet girl. Good thing it was there. Would have been very depressing beginning to the anime, just 3 dead problem children. Yeah, neither of them are very polite, I get that impression. We all got it. Asuka. And what about you? Trying not to sneeze. Barbarian. It's quite the introduction. So, Bunny Girl, you're gonna come out and say hi? Yeah, very arrogant bunch. Yeah, she's waiting for her time to shine, I guess, like the best time to come out. Oh, apparently she's not good at hiding. Yeah, only a side character wouldn't notice somebody spying on them. Yeah, you just waited too long. That's your fault, really. But she's coming out. Oh god. Could have waited a little bit longer before I started attacking. It's a great outfit. Okay, come on, can we stop with the violence? You haven't even given her a chance to say anything. Oh, it's kind of like a very cat-like way of jumping. And of course, a bunny girl's jumping. Birds. She can control birds. Oh no. I don't think this bunny girl knew what she was getting herself into with this bunch. Well, you've made your entrance. Now what do we do? It's called a bunny girl. Oh no, right for the ears. Now she's not escaping anytime soon. Yeah, you should just buy her dinner first. I mean, clearly, everyone wants her turn to grab. This poor bunny girl. She should have chosen her people to invite a bit better. I assume she gave out the invitations. Dealing with 3 problem children at once is a rough order for anyone. Now please give us an explanation about why we're here. Little garden, huh? Right. Games. We're here for games. Yeah, I got that impression pretty quick. Blessings. Put them at stake, wow. So very no game, no life-ish, clearly. Wow, that jiggle. Poor people. Just casually gonna throw that in there. I'll be honest, you make it hard to pay attention to what you're actually saying, Miss Bunny Girl. Okay. It's a big gap. She is really cute. I do quite like our bunny girl here. Even if we bully her too much. Can I have like a quick example game? Communities. Like factions? Right, okay. So it is mandatory. We're gonna make our own community at some point. The problem children community. Oh, she can just do that, okay. That's convenient. I would love to come. I feel like you're about to get wrecked. I'm sorry, what were you saying? Oscar reminds me a lot of Reen, I think her name is, from Fate Stay Night. Does anybody else gonna get that impression? She's acting so arrogant right now, but she's just gonna get so destroyed by these people. It's gonna be great to watch. Okay, that's more like it. Always cards. Any means necessary. Be careful about that phrase. They'll really do it. Right. Okay. We wager our pride. Which these people have plenty of. Oh no, don't say that. Don't say that. Naturally, the close up on the chest as he says that. Too late to say that now. Too late. I figured. Yeah, I absolutely love the bunny girl's design. Just, a lot of effort was put into that. And she jiggles so much every time she moves, it's the best. Gios. Oh, that's a lot of text. Please stop. I don't know what any of that said. It's too overwhelming. Yeah, I gotta check for any foul play. Did she just mark that card with her fingernail? I think she might have. Of course. I actually quite like the design of the cards too. Pretty surreal experience. We're having a bunny girl gamble match out in the middle of the forest. Oh, jeez. He is just so violent, like, all the time. I guess he didn't. The bunny ear's going down. So no problem. And the king. Okay. He's just that good. Yeah, this is not a good game to play against him. What, your little fingernail marking? And yeah, she did something too. I mean, there's doujinshi for that. I'd say it's pretty exciting so far. Be more exciting if you were more open for other stuff. Just gonna put that out there. Hello. Okay, people, like community people, I guess. Yeah, this is definitely her community. Leader, is that really the community leader? Okay. Sure. And there she is, right on time. I brought some problem children with me. But what about the, yeah, I was about to say, what about the third one? I only saw them. Okay. What a free spirit he is. Fair enough. You said not to? Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, just bullying the rabbit's gonna be a thing, isn't it? I'm sure what's-his-face will be back eventually. Oh. Wait, what? Did she just, like, transform? I mean, she changed her hair color. Oh, I guess that's her more powerful form. I don't understand how, geez, how bunny girls work. Apparently. Okay. Bunny girl's best servants. And that cat just leisurely resting on her head. So I hear a waterfall. Oh no, maybe it was just a fountain. It's not a bad place. Magic. Okay. Relatable. The sun is the worst. Can we go meet some of them? It's quite the variety we have here. Those movie posters? Somebody hiding back here? You look like a bad guy. Just gotta throw that out there. You got a pretty good head start on you. I wouldn't count him out just yet. Yeah, I think you might have already found somebody to play with. I think that's actually a real waterfall this time. So is it already over, or? It's a fashion statement. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, the world really does have an edge. Okay. Okay, he really did. What'd you get for it? You know, like what was that? What was at stake? Are you a sore loser, water god? I think you're just salty you lost, and the music's picking up. This guy knows how to get the most out of life. Yeah, he's not gonna back down. Who is that? He has a lot of that. Okay, so it's not quite over just yet. Preferably you. Man, just kicking on a god in the first episode. And the music is so good, too. I mean, everything's so good. And I cannot believe how full of confidence this man is. Oh, just one punch right in the head. Oh. Ow, that looked like it had some force to it. So, did we just kill the water god? As you do. Well, I think you won at least. So yeah. And a rainbow to end it off with. Phrasing. Yeah, I think he might be a useful member of the community if he joins it. Gotcha. We have a cat girl waitress. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm sure she's fluent. Wow. Wow. Wow, okay. You got the cat flirting with the cat girl waitress. Now I've seen everything. I think you're the odd one out here, Asuka. Yeah, I mean, she had animals all around her before. Although Asuka can control birds, so it's kind of similar. That's a cute little blush there. Yeah, Asuka's easy to remember. Katsukami is harder to remember. Yeah, the birds. Yeah, I'm glad we're bringing that up. Or is it just like a controlling thing, right? Nobody invited you. Guy that was hiding behind the thing earlier. Yeah, you are not a nice one, are you? Boris Gallo. Meanwhile, back over to the water god corpse. It's like, really is a gorgeous waterfall, like, seriously. I guess that's good. I'm getting kind of thirsty now, though, so I'll just... Oh? Like what? They probably just needed the forces, right? Like, I think they were called the weakest community by the one guy, right? Okay, guess we got our ending here. On that cliffhanger. Yeah, Mondaiji. And the full title. Actually might be the opening. It's actually really cool too. Of course she shares a screen with her cat. Oh, who is she? And there's our community. And that is a vampire, perhaps? That was mentioned before. Gift called happiness. 2, 3. Yeah, this is a really good opening. 2, 3. She just loves jiggling, and I encourage it. So yeah, that pretty much is like her combat form, the pink hair. Because nothing says combat form quite like pink. Oh, well, that's not good. Did I just read that correctly? Did you hear that, lollies? I'm gonna go back to that real quick. Just give me a minute. Okay, yeah, it says, "Did you hear that, lollies? In kimonos are pretty crazy." Is that referring to the one girl we see in the opening? Okay, yeah, I only read half of it before, because it's got like the Japanese part and the English part, so it confused me a little bit. But yeah, okay. Apparently we get to meet somebody fun next episode. But anyway, with that being said, that was the first episode of Mondaiji-tachi, and I'd say that was a pretty strong start. Now, the first thing that surprised me was the fact that our main characters already had superpowers before they even got isekai'd, because that's not very common at all in isekai anime. Usually you're just a normal person, and then one day you get hit by Truck-kun, and then you're in the fantasy world, and suddenly you can do cool things. But clearly, our characters could already do cool things before they went anywhere else, and that was the reason why they got invited. So that's pretty cool. You know, they actually have a reason why they were selectively chosen. It wasn't just, you know, just luck or bad luck, you know, however you want to look at it. So that was already a pretty interesting thing. And the first character we saw was, I think they called him Izayoi, I want to say. Something like that. I mean, yeah, Sakamaki Izayoi. And he feels like the main of the main trio, really. So, yeah, first thing we see him do is kind of some railgun-like actions where he just, like, throws something really fast and boom, just basically deals with delinquents and makes them go away, and also just kind of complains about boredom. So, I guess you could say he's pretty lucky to get an invitation to this world, because he clearly wasn't satisfied with the old one, and there's a lot of potential with this new world. It's very much No Game, No Life-ish, like in a lot of ways, because it's very similar sort of thing where we had people that weren't satisfied with their original world get invited to a better one, a game-themed one, where, yeah, things are resolved with games and stuff like that. It seems very similar, like, strangely similar, really. So that was Izayoi. And then we got Asuka, who could not remind me more of Rin from Fate Stay Night if she tried. That's kind of my biggest takeaway from her. Very clearly an Ojo-sama kind of rich girl character, and we see her powers as well pretty quickly. She never actually, I don't think she ever actually elaborated on what her powers were, but it seems to be some kind of hypnosis, mind control kind of thing. Not to be confused with the animal talking that the other girl does, whose name I definitely do not remember. Kasu Kabe Yo. Okay, I just call her Yo going forward. I don't know. But yeah, she talks to animals, that's her thing. And yeah, our first shot of her is just interacting with animals, including the cat, which gave her the invitation. I wonder where the cat found it. Or maybe just on the ground somewhere. And anyway, yeah, our characters all kind of were transported to this world together, and they didn't know each other before this. The only thing they really had in common was they were all important enough to be worthy of this invitation. And the cat came along too, I guess. Unlike the other two, Kasakabe got to take along a companion, you know, fair enough. And yeah, our very first interaction amongst our three characters was interesting because right out the gate you can tell that there's a lot of pride here, for sure. You know, not exactly the most polite language being used with each other here. Just, it's quite a fun thing to see when people both with a lot of pride interacting amongst each other. And then we had our bunny girl back here, who was waiting for her moment to come out and make her big splash, but she took too long. Her presence was already known because we have some elites here, and she just completely missed her chance to make an entrance, and she just had to get attacked. She didn't do anything wrong, really, but she had to run for her life, just getting attacked by these people that she invited here for reasons unknown. And she gave us our big ol' explanation about exactly how this world works. And just games, basically, you know, you wager things, and there's communities, and I guess she wants them to join her community because it's like a weak one that needs more firepower, more manpower, more forces. There could be something more to it than that, but so far that's all we know, like all we can really assume. So, and just, yeah, bullying the bunny girl is just going to be a thing, I'm pretty sure, going forward. And yeah, her design is excellent, just, yeah, very cosplay-ish. Like, I definitely agree with them on that comment, for sure. And just some of the faces she made, like very emote-worthy faces. Like at 10 minutes and 38 seconds, you know, she had quite a face. But yeah, just I don't know if she really realized what she was getting into with this bunch. Okay, I didn't get a chance to before, so I want to read the actual letter now. To all young ladies and gentlemen possessing extraordinary talents, if you wish to test these gifts' potential, put your family, I think that's what it says, yeah, friends, wealth, and all of the world aside, and come to our garden. I can read, guys, I swear. So yeah, basically saying leave everything else behind and come help us is essentially the message. Doesn't really say much more than that, like nothing too useful. But yeah, aside from what I mentioned, all we really had with the episode was the game itself, which showcases pretty clearly how our characters roll. You know, just don't mind cheating, or at least borderline cheating, to win. Much to the dismay of our bunny girl over here, Kuro Usagi, I think they called her. And yeah, she tried to bring them back to her community, but Izayoi just kind of didn't. He went to go do his own thing, because he is not one to be tied down by logic or rules or anything like that. He just very much goes with the flow, does his own thing, and that includes going to the edge of the earth and fighting a water god, because that's a thing you can do on your first day in a new place. You know, because there's no reason to take it easy like some filthy casual. He has fun. And I guess they got water or something for the community as well. Kuro Usagi was saying something about that. Oh yeah, there's this scene, yeah, the cat girl waitress one. Just, it was, I mean, it was great. I don't know, just, it was an amazing scene. We just have that cat ordering, and just, it was a great scene. It was a great scene. Just gotta leave it at that. Poor Asuka, like the only one over there that can't communicate with the cat. Very sad. Although it is nice to see those two bonding. I mean, Izuyou is already almost kind of feeling like the odd man out, because he went off to do his own thing while these two are getting closer, so definitely dedicated to that problem child role of his. But then we have this guy that seems to be our first real big form of conflict in the show. His name was Joe something or other. Yeah, he comes right about here. Not a lot of respect for this community, it seems. So, yeah, his name is Guard Gasper, and he's clearly the leader of a different community. Not a lot of respect for this one or its leader, it seems like. Very much seems like our very first big antagonist. We got almost nothing about like what he came here even for. Maybe he wants to recruit the new recruits, you know, the people that get isekai here. Maybe he wants to try to proposition them to come over to his community, maybe. It's the only reason I can imagine he'd be here, so maybe he found out somehow through spies or whatever, and he wants to do this. Otherwise, I have no idea why he's here. So, but yeah, we ended off the episode with a bit of a cliffhanger where Izuyou seems to know, or at least suspect, that there's a bit more that they're not telling them. So, but all I can really imagine is that it's just a matter of they're in a pinch, they're in a bad situation, they're desperate, they need help, like, you know, reinforcements. Like, I can't imagine it being much more than that, but we'll see. We'll see if there's something a bit more to it than that, but that's my initial guess, for sure. And then we got what I'm pretty sure is the opening, despite it coming out at the end. A lot of anime will do that. They'll have the opening at the end of the first episode. So, and it was really good, too. I don't have much to say about it, really, but it was great. Just, yeah, top tier opening. So, yeah, that's all I really got to say about the episode. We have very interesting cast of characters here. They all have very strong personalities, aside from maybe Kasakabe. I really need to remember names soon. But yeah, Kasakabe, I got that right, surprisingly. Aside from her, because she very much seems to be like the quiet one. That doesn't necessarily mean she doesn't have a strong personality, it just means it takes a little bit longer for us to really, you know, get into it. But yeah, definitely everyone's very unique. That's the biggest takeaway here. You know, we called a bunch of special snowflakes to our new world over here. And yeah, just a lot of the visuals and music and everything with the conflict with the water god was great. Got to see swirling water and Izuyou just maximum confidence even when facing up against the water god, and our poor bunny girl who's just like, why can't I have some normal, polite, regular people join our community? Because they're just such a handful for her. But you know, we'll see. Maybe things will go more smoothly in the future once they get used to the new world and just get used to each other in general. But anyway, yeah, just really good start to the show, I would say, and I'm eager to watch more. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.